And welcome back to the Library Boxes at Trenton podcast, coming to you from Classics Books and Gifts in downtown Trenton, New Jersey. And I'm holding up a copy of Trenton, a novel. This is by John Calu and David Hart. And John Calu is sitting here with me now. I encourage you to contact him. Here's his contact information. The letter J, the number 2, P as in Paul, Calu. CALU at gmail.com. You can find out what he's doing, and we're excited to talk about what's coming up. In August, you got another book that's going to be released. So let's just give a little synopsis of that book. But
Sure.
before you do that, I want to say to the audience, this is his first public announcement. So, John, I appreciate you taking your time to share that with me and my audience.
I'm so excited to be able to share it for the first time with you and here.
Awesome.
This is the perfect for me to announce it. I've just signed a contract with a company called R.E.A.C.H, which is a publishing house out of Portland, Oregon. They're a young and really aggressive and exciting publishing company. I'm really thrilled to be working with them. And my new book is called In the Name of Grace. And that was my mom's name. Mm-hmm. So it took me 30 years to become the son that she deserved. It took me at least that long to become the writer that could handle a story like hers. So, she was born in Trenton, New Jersey in 1925. Raised in an Irish boarding house. Lost parents young, shuffled around. Had a rough time, but she was one of those positive influences in life. I think part of what made me finally come to terms with being able to write the book was I started about 3 years ago. It took me 3 years to write this one. And it was right around the same time as the Me Too movement was getting really, really big. And I was confused by it because I always wondered how men could be so rough and rotten and idiotic to women. I just never understood why. It was just never a part of my DNA. And I finally realized why I couldn't be, and what men needed was a good woman in their life. You know, a good role model, a good somebody that they could look up to and respect. Because if you had somebody like my mom in your life, you could never treat a woman wrong. You know, how could you ever do that? You know? So I got to the point of realizing she needed her story told. My dad was larger than life. He was a wonderful guy. I was one of those people, very, very few people you ever run into in life that can tell you like I have. I was born and raised by loving parents. They stayed together. Most people have horror stories. I don't. I have tremendous thanks and appreciation for everything I had. And she lived with a husband who was larger than life, and she never got diminished by it. You know, she was just a strong and beautiful spirit who stayed that way through a very beautiful life, but a short life. She died young at 60 years old. And, you know, it's 30 years ago. She's been gone for 30 years, but I finally came to terms with how to write her story, and I'm excited to tell it. So,
and kudos to you, and thank you for being candid. You know, one of the things that I think that culturally we miss is people being as open and honest and sharing their heartfelt emotions.
You know, I appreciate you saying that, because that's kind of why I'm with the publisher I'm with. This R.E.A.C.H is really a unique young publishing house that deals with mental awareness and mental health issues. They're really strong on this, and I didn't know quite how I would fit in with them, to be honest. But I submitted my manuscript to them I submitted a query first, and then they asked for the manuscript. And when they read it, they said, no, you fit in perfectly. You know, so they're very, very supportive and very open about talking about, you know, our roles in life, our emotions, and the things that we go through. And that's, you know, that's what writing is for. You know, it's to help you strip away the nonsense, you know, and get to the heart of the matter. So that's, you know, that's where this book comes from.
Now, what's the release date in August?
Don't have it yet. We just got off the cover design conference last week. Okay. So I know pretty much what the cover looks like. I should see it in about 2 weeks. Okay. Once I see the cover, then I'll actually have once I sign off on the cover, I'll actually have a release date. The contents is done. The book is formatted. It's ready to go to print. But we've got to finish the cover first.
But it is going to be August 2019.
It should be August. Yeah.
August 2019.
I'm almost guaranteeing it's going to be. They're guaranteeing it's going to be August, so I'm almost guaranteeing it's going to be August. I'm going to be around here in Trenton area, and I live here now. I'm going to be promoting it for the next couple month period. And one of the first signings is definitely going to be here at Classics. So.
Awesome. Well, I would love to have you come back here and then also assist you on your tour, making sure that we get that information out for you. Before we finish up, John, I'd like for you to share the importance of literacy and making sure that we're getting children books and supporting them if they have an interest in art and in writing.
Perfect place to talk about it.